going on, you guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing you another figure review. And today we're taking a look at WWE Mattel Ruthless Aggression Ultimate Edition Rey Mysterio. Another figure that is unfortunately an exclusive to Walmart. I will say, like I did in my prior video in reviewing Eddie Guerrero, I feel like Walmart is kind of maybe turning over a new leaf. Possibly. I feel like I said, a lot of the Ruthless Aggression figures that are exclusive to Walmart are starting to be found in stores, and maybe not as easy as we want, maybe not as easy as how the Legends are at Target, but they have been in influx the last few weeks. I've seen it all over social media, on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, you name it. People are finding these. I think the problem is that some people are probably just so excited and they're just buying everything up they see. Hopefully there'll be plenty of restocks, but if you guys do remember, the Legends line at Target wasn't the easiest to find distribution, wasn't the best, and little by little they ramped it up, and now for the most part you should not have any problems finding any of those Legends figures in stores. A lot of times they are ultimately clearanced out at Target, so I hope we get to that point with Walmart. It's a little harder to track these figures down. With Target, we do have more of an app with Pop Finder where it's a little more accurate to see stock going up and down. With the Legends, Brickseek hasn't really been the best as of late with Walmart, so hopefully, it gets a little easier. Again, I wanted to send a huge shout out to my boy Lou, who found these in stores, gave me a heads up. I was able to go to the same store that he found these figures and grab Rey Mysterio as well as Eddie Guerrero. Again, these are from the same set. This is the first set of the Ultimate Edition Ruthless Aggression line at Walmart. This line is ending, so we will get these two Ultimates. There's RVD and Brock Lesnar to come, and then they are done. This will transition over to the Monday Night Wars line, which I'm very excited for. The distribution kind of ramping up gets me all excited because there's going to be a lot of figures I want from that line. I feel like that is one I'm probably going to, I don't know if I'm going to be a completist, but pretty damn close, man. Like Monday Night Wars, WCW, WWF, that's in my wheelhouse. That's what I grew up with. That's what, I really had this connection with wrestling that I've never let go of since. So again, there's going to be a lot of figures I want to buy, and I don't want to have to pay, over retail for everything. Like, I'll be honest, a lot of the RA figures I did buy from Walmart, and they were $30, $40. So yeah, I mean, it adds up after a while. It's just, I need these figures, and to pay a little extra is okay. The scalper prices are through the roof for Eddie and Rey. I feel like Eddie was ending at $200. Like, really? For a figure with a messed up torso? Like, people are going to pay that kind of crazy money? I guess people just get excited for new stuff, and they just say, the hell with it. I want it. I need it now. I'm glad I was patient. I was able to score a Rey here. And you can see this figure is based off his WrestleMania 22 entrance gear or match. We did receive this as an entrance grade many years ago. That was one of the first Mattel figures. Again, entrance grades was like the premium line at the time, somewhat the more premium line than like a basic or an elite. It came with the same type of entrance gear, a music stand that actually played his music, if you guys do remember that. But that was a basic figure, and again, that was like, I think when the first year Mattel came out with their line, I believe. I remember seeing that in stores. I never grabbed it. I just, didn't want it. And I'll be honest, we've gotten so many Rey Mysterio figures, and it's just like, I'm always questioning, do I need more? This one, 100%, I'm an ultimate completist for the most part, though I did mess up, and I did, unfortunately, want to admit it here, I did not purchase a Logan Paul. I said to myself, the Ultimate Edition line is getting out of hand. They're going to be pumping a lot more figures. I just don't need this one for my collection. I'm not going to order it. This is where I'm no longer an ultimate completist. And then the figures started coming out a few months ago. People started getting them in hand from Mattel Creations. I'm like, shit, man, I should have fucking ordered that. So lesson learned, whenever in doubt, even if you don't think you need it, order it, because he's going for a crazy amount of money. At least you could sell it and make your money back. So I'm probably going to be paying a little bit of the extra tax on that figure, because I do want it for my collection, at least one. But again, Rey, we've received so many, but he does face Kurt Angle and Randy Orton at WrestleMania. He wins the World Heavyweight Championship belt. Unfortunately, he does not come with that. There was just, I guess, too much cost tied up in his entrance gear. You can see he does come with one interchangeable head. He's not fully quite tatted yet. He kind of has a little less of his tats, but you will see as far as the box itself, for the most part, it's your standard Ultimate Edition box, right? The inverted colors, just like the Legends line at Target. You do have the Ruthless Aggression line logo here on the side, as well as the Ultimate Edition logo. Rey Mysterio on the top, just says Mysterio on the top of the box. On the side, you will see the Rey Mysterio nameplate. On the other side, the awesome image of Rey Mysterio. On the back, the awesome figure photography of him with his dramatic entrance, as well as a scene from the match. You get the read up here. Looks really nice. I do want to crack this out of the box and see what the figure's all about, but also I want to see the little Easter eggs that Mattel has put on the inside of the packaging. If you are curious, every Ultimate Edition figure has this. I feel like this extra attention to detail, added by Mattel deserves some attention. So on the top of the box, you have Booyaka Booyaka 619 for Rey Mysterio. And on the bottom, you have the Ultimate Underdog. So here we have Rey Mysterio out of his package with his entrance gear all decked on this figure, and it looks phenomenal. Just such great attention to detail. And let's be honest, this is probably one of the Ultimate Edition figures that probably came with, not, I want to say the least accessories, but definitely not a ton of interchangeable hands or heads. You really just get the fisted hands that come on the figure, as well as those open gloved hands that we've seen with prior Mattel Elite Rey Mysterio figures, and just one interchangeable head. But look at the detail on this entrance gear. That is where all the cost went to on this figure. And we're going to dissect this figure one by one. So let's start off with the headdress. Again, this fits on pretty nice. It does have a little weight to it, so be careful if you have them on display without any stands. But look at the detail. Look at the color. The yellows and the blue and the green here. You will see the bird or whatever this is, a falcon design here. It's got the beak with the eye. Again, we've received this before in the entrance gear, but I feel like they've plussed up on this design. Just such great detailing to it. You'll see on the back, kind of looks like one of Rey Mysterio's masks here. Kind of just like a netting or whatever you want to call it. Looking on the bottom here, just kind of ports through on the head, so that is some nice detailing too. Let's bring in his this figure real close. We'll take a look at his entrance gear, and this is nice and light. It fits on pretty good. I don't feel like it's going to hinder too much articulation. You can see you can still kind of move the arms around, but it just looks so clean, man. Look at this. You got the nice sculpted detail. You got like a, I don't know if this is like a matte silver, but in a bronze color too. It really does pop with the orange and the purple designs here. Just unbelievable. This looks so good in hand. Even on the back, look at the more sculpted detail. And this just kind of like ports over his head. So if you guys want to pop the head off, easily remove this. Slides on really nice. It's nice and light. Again, it does have a great likeness or appearance to it. Let's pop the head back on and continue along. You'll see the armor that continues on underneath. Again, very similar pattern to the chest piece here. Same colors. Just looks really nice, man. I absolutely love how this looks. And I'll be honest, I only grabbed one. I was like, how are you going to display him? I feel like most people would want to display him with the entrance gear. It's like, it's Rey Mysterio. Maybe it's his first Ultimate. Maybe I just display him with the World Heavyweight Championship belt that he wins from that match in his ring gear. But I don't know, man. I just feel like this probably will take up a lot of real estate on a shelf, but it really is nice. And you can see the actual kind of armor here just kind of clasped in on the side here. Wasn't too bad to put on there. It was kind of easy, slid right in, so no problems there. You'll see that the actual little clasp here is painted in the silver. That looks really good. While we're at it, while Rey's on the floor here, other accessories again, open interchangeable hands we've seen before, and you get an additional interchangeable head here. Kind of more of like an open mouth look. I don't know if I really care for this head, to be honest. The eyes kind of blend in with the face here. Same with this one. These head scans, I'll be honest, aren't my favorite. I definitely feel like the kind of closed mouth smiling one is definitely better in my opinion. But you can see the nice kind of sculpting to it for your Rey Mysterio design. I will say that these, I don't know if it's mine here, but you will notice on the top, I think that's missing a piece. That's kind of annoying, man. You guys see how this has the piece that continues on the top. That is not on this head. What the hell happened here, Mattel? Did I miss something? Well, luckily I grabbed two for that reason. But it looks like maybe this piece broke off or what. I don't know. Just maybe not aligned, unfortunately, with the head. But if you guys did want to swap the heads and see what the other head scan looks like on this body, there it is. That's really annoying. But taking a look on the back, you will see the kind of nice sculpted detail here. Our actual logo on the back. Looks really good. That is the same design that you will see on the back of the other interchangeable head. And running through Rey, obviously not as tatted at this point. He does have his tattoo here on his stomach. You do have him on the arms as well. Got the double jointed pinless elbows. I know a lot of people are saying that the tattoo on his, was it his bicep, was the wrong way. be honest, I don't really know enough about Rey Mysterio's tattoos, but if that is wrong or correct, that is how it looks on the bicep. You'll see the other tattoos on the underarm. On the inside, he has a few more tattoos. You'll see he has Rey on his belt buckle here, though nice kind of white, and I want to say it's like a bronze color. Taking a look at his gear here on the side. You do have kind of nice black with a white and the bronze. 619 classic, iconic Rey Mysterio on the other side of his tights. Just plain black on the back, but you'll see the back tattoo. That looks really sick. Obviously, I feel like that's an iconic feature too, Rey. And with the butterfly joints, you can see how that looks once you move with the articulation. Additionally, you do get the toe articulation for this figure, and he does have the drop-down hips as well. So I did grab 2 of these Rey Mysterios, and during the filming of this review, I noticed that this top portion here doesn't look quite as pointy as it does on this interchangeable head. So I said, maybe this is defective, maybe there was another piece that broke off. But I did open my second one, and the head, or the mask itself, kind of looks to be the same. You can see the placement. So I don't know what the deal is, why he's got kind of a sharp point on there and not on this one. That's a little annoying, to be honest. But in doing so, I did discover something. So you will notice that this head scan here on the bottom kind of has the mask kind of like closed. He does kind of have like more of an open kind of unmasked piece here, but again, it's not painted in white, it is black. But I just wanted to point that out. That was 2 kind of things I did notice. Mattel, without a doubt, has given us quite a few Rey Mysterio figures throughout the years. So obviously, I'm not going to pull them all out from my collection, but here are some of my favorites. So on the very far left here, we have the Elite 32 figure based off of his WCW days. We do have another Top Picks figure here within the Macho Man gear. Next that, we have the Elite 67 based on his Halloween Havoc. Probably, I'll be honest with you, still my favorite Rey Mysterio in my collection. I feel like this definitely deserves the Ultimate Edition treatment. Hopefully we do see that in the Monday Night Wars line. Obviously, we're getting an Eddie Guerrero, so it'd be kind of nice to pair a Rey Mysterio with that. We have another Top Pick figures here in the back, obviously the Ultimate Edition. The Elite 100, we have the Legend Series 16. I believe this is another Top Picks figure here. On the very right, again, Rey has spanned a career throughout, a great longevity. He's had such a great run throughout his career. Definitely undersized, the underdog, but so many different toyetic looks without a doubt. Before we wrap this video with some final thoughts on this Ultimate Edition Rey Mysterio figure, if you guys are enjoying this video, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button down below. Don't forget to turn on those notification bells to stay tuned to the newest reviews here on my channel. As far as this Rey Mysterio figure goes, somehow I convinced myself I needed to keep the second one. I'm going to keep him displayed in his entrance gear, and I'm going to also keep him displayed in his post-match gear after he won the World Heavyweight Championship belt here. I will say, I really do like this figure, and that's kind of like, not surprising, but the fact that we've gotten so many Rey Mysterio figures, I felt like, was there any other Rey that they could release that can really, like, excite me or kind of blow my socks away? And I feel like this figure really does it. The entrance gear is breathtaking in person. It's just so toyetic. Underneath it, obviously, he's kind of got, like, generic attire with the black and the white, so it doesn't pop as much to say without the entrance gear on there, but the figure is pretty solid. If there's any gripes, I feel like the head scans could be a little better. They are not my favorite. I didn't really like that kind of wonkiness going on with the molded piece on the mask for the kind of smiling scan versus the open. They kind of are different. I don't know why that is. Maybe someone can point that out if there was something that happened in the match, but I'm not saying anything that's pointing that out. I feel like that just may be an error. Again, I have 2 figures. They both kind of have the same pattern, so I'm going to say that that's probably all the figures. But again, I really do recommend this figure. Even if you have the entrance grade, I feel like this is definitely plussed up. And, I'm going to bring in Eddie Guerrero here. We can squeeze him in within this figure review. And you can see, obviously, Rey and Eddie are the figures from this set. I think Rey is the winner out of the 2. Well, I really was looking more forward to Eddie, even with that torso. I think this Rey is just spot on, beautiful. It really did come out so nice. Get a better view of all of them together. Again, they are Walmart exclusives. That is the only place you're going to be able to find them right now. If you get lucky, you can score them. Hopefully, distribution continues to pick up, and these are readily available for people who really do want them. Don't pay those scalper prices. I don't think these figures are really worth $100 plus each, so stay patient. Make sure to check your stores and just, maybe have some buddies hook you up if you can. That's the beauty of this community. We have a lot of good people here who are willing to help you out. Not everyone is a scalper trying to flip and make some money. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this review, and I will catch you all on the next one.